Hello there, I'm Ro, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel today. It's just my way. I'm here to give you all an update, and some people may be breezing through because of the hashtags that I have put on the video. And if you are, I'd like to welcome you as well, and I hope that you stay around. I am coming to all of you because I need to let you know what is happening. Let me preface this by saying that I am a Slimming World online member. That is not going to change, and that is my long-term goal for my lifestyle, is to be living the Slimming World lifestyle. That being said, I need to update you on the last week of what's been going on with me. The last time, I don't even remember what I told you in the last video. Honestly, I didn't check this morning, and this is where my mindset is just out there. I am not doing well. It all started with, I was doing great for the first 2 weeks back on plan since rejoining online. You saw those videos. Those were real videos, okay? Whatever I put up here, you may or may not like it, but it's real. So then I was eating lots of soup. I was getting full really fast and staying full. For those of you who haven't met her yet, this is Lila Bella, one of our little fur babies. She likes to be in my videos every time I come to this part of the house. Anyway, so back to the subject at hand. So then the weather changed back. It was nice, cool fall, autumnal weather, and then it went back to summer. And I had made this really delicious turkey soup, and I planned to morph it into different kinds of soups to keep it interesting, and I was looking forward to it, and then it was too hot for soup, and I really was just totally turned off. So I froze it. Okay. Then, no sooner did that happen, I kind of was like, okay, well, what am I going to eat now? Nothing. I wasn't prepared, which is a big problem when you're on a plan and you're not prepared, right? If you're not prepared, you're preparing to fail. Well, that was, because it just took me, it knocked me for a loop. It just took me right off my game. And the real kicker was when I started to feel sick, because I was eating these Triscuits every night, and I thought it was that. I really don't know what the problem is, honestly, other than I concluded that it was very bad gas. And so I started to drink chamomile tea, smooth move tea, take Gas-X, and it seems to have been a really big help. That doesn't make me feel better in the sense that I don't know why this is happening, but at least I can make the symptoms subside in the meantime and continue on my journey. What else has happened this last week is this little girl, for those of you who don't know. Oh, geez, let me just shut that stupid camera off. I mean, the light. This is my Princess Callie Lily. She passed on July 18th. And although I am doing much better, I am still grieving, and now it comes in waves, and the waves are tough, and it can be a song, it could be something I see, it could be anything. It's totally unexpected, and it just hits me like a wall of bricks. So there's not really too much I can do about that. I tried doing the pet grievance group, and that was fine. It was very comforting, but in long term, this is something that, although I always knew it would come one day, it still came unexpectedly, and it came in a way that I wasn't expecting her to die from renal failure. And if you've ever had a fur baby who was in renal failure, you'll know what I'm talking about. It goes real quick, and you have to make decisions, and it's very overwhelming. And I did all of that. I did everything that I could do to help her pass, even though it was part of me passing with her. And if you don't have a fur baby, at least not one that you've been with many years, that's really truly your partner, in the way that Callie was to me. She was my companion. She was my emotional support dog, really, in the literal sense. And losing her after so many years in the way that I did, I'm paying the price for that, whether I like it or not. I don't know if I'm making any sense at this point. This is a very emotional topic for me, and I apologize, but I also feel the need to explain this to you because I may look like everything is honky-dory, but everything is not honky-dory. So putting that aside, I will let you know what I'm going to be doing starting tomorrow, actually starting today to prepare for tomorrow. I, several months ago, came across in my YouTube feed, someone, well, actually it's longer than that. I've been watching a young woman by the name of Half of Carla. That her name is Carla, but her show is Half of Carla on YouTube. From back when I was trying to become vegan. And she lost, I think, 180 pounds. And I thought it was due to just being a vegan. I didn't know that she was a vegan prior to losing the weight. I didn't know really her history. She was one of many people that I would watch from time to time. And I think that that's the reason why this program that I'm going to tell you about briefly now came up on my feed. Because she is now a ambassador for a program called Bodyslims. This program is based out of Ireland. And the gentleman who runs the program, he owns the program. His nickname is Ger, G-E-R. I think his name is Gerard. And so one day they both came up on my feed together and I watched that video. And then I progressed from there because the program has also been brought to the United States. They actually had a big opening ceremony for it down in Manhattan, and a woman that also came up on my feed, her name is Ann, and I think she lives in Texas. So I started watching her. She went through the program, and she is in my age group. I think she's 60 now. At the time, she was in her late 50s, trying to lose 30 pounds. So I really identified with her videos. And speeding up to now, he runs his program for 10 weeks. It's a 70-day commitment to yourself and to the plan. And it's a boot camp. You listen to him twice a day, and on a Wednesday you watch a seminar, and it's a wraparound support system. In addition to, yes, they do count calories. I believe the minimum amount of calories when you start is 1,400. It goes by your weight. And then for some people it goes down to 1,200 depending how much they lose. I don't know. I'm not really so much interested in that part. And I will tell you that, yes, you can do Slimming World and calorie count if you choose. Many people do. I was watching At Home with Sally, I believe the young lady's name is. Her name is Michelle. And I just caught one of her videos recently, and she was giving calories. I don't know if she's calorie counting along with Slimming World or just providing the info. I don't know. I've also done that in my videos where I provided calories with while I was on Slimming World. Am I going to count calories? In order to do the plan, the way that Jer says, the big part of the plan is that you have to listen to him. You have to do whatever he says when he says it, and that you will be successful. And not just successful for 70 days, successful in changing habits. And I can tell you, I can attest to this. When I did the HCG plan, I did that for 3.5 months. And I did come out of there with habits that were not breakable habits, that were healthy habits for me. And it was easy. After 3.5 months of doing it their way, because with HCG, you have to be really, really strict or it will not work. So that's what I keep on talking about. I want to go back to being that person again. I've been trying to get back there. Even when I reached goal weight and I made Lifetime on Weight Watchers when I was doing Nutrisystem, I wasn't back there. Up here, I wasn't back there. I physically looked like I was back there, and I tried to fool myself into thinking that I was. And here I am now, not back there at all. I have at least 15 pounds that I want to take off, preferably 20. But if I get to taking off that 15, I'm good. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm going to be thrilled. My main reason for doing this is to go back to having my healthy habits again, the easy way. Because when I did HCG, I didn't know that I'd come out of that plan with all these new habits. I had no idea. I did the plan like a diet. And in my mind, it was a diet. And when it ended, just like all diets, it ends and then you start over again, right? Because you end up gaining the weight back. I kept that weight off for almost 5 years until the COVID virus came, and you all know the rest of that story. I'm not going to go into that again. So my reason for doing this is because I need wraparound services, wraparound support. I need something that's like crash, bam, and just get into it, do what somebody's telling me to do, like I did with HCG, and then in 70 days, I hope to transform myself back into that mentality, because that's what I'm looking for here. Slimming World gives me everything I need to eat healthy, okay? That's not something I'm changing. You all see how I eat when I'm on plan and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. What you don't see is the night eating, which I've started to do again. You don't see when I'm down and out and I'm beating myself up. Although I tell you about it, you're not there living it with me. And let's face it, you know what that feels like if you've been on a weight loss journey, is at least several times in your life, even once in your life. This is not easy to do. It is never going to be easy to maintain. But if you have some good, strong habits, as someone who's done it with seamlessly, you will want to go back to that. You will not want to leave that, because you'll be a happy person. Food will not control your life anymore. Okay? Right now, my emotions are controlling my life, and that leads me to food. For some people, this gentleman, Jer, is a 30-year reformed alcoholic, and he still calls himself an alcoholic because that's how it goes. I will be still calling myself a food addict if I should be so blessed to be able to get back to being that other person again. And yes, it is like being another person. When that weight is off your head, when you are not thinking about food and thinking about how angry you are and you're going to eat this X, Y, and Z junk now, when that's all gone from your life, it is a freedom like you've never felt if you haven't experienced it. And if you did experience it, you know how I feel right now. I want to go back to that. I am fighting for my life here to try to get back to that. So I hope that you'll stick with me. My food really won't be changing. I already know I've been using my NutriCheck app for so long now. It has everything in there at a click. So I already went in and put a hypothetical day based on how I eat generally every day, right? And it came out to be about 1,400 calories. I've said before, I do very well when I'm at 1,400 calories. I don't think everybody else might. If you have a lot of weight to lose, I think that to me would be feeling like I'm starving. But this plan, from what I understand, is going to ask me to eat 1,400 calories a day. And the other part of it is he also, even though he's not a dietitian and he doesn't make any of those claims to being any type of professional in this area other than being a great motivational speaker, somebody that really speaks to you and really helps you to look at things in a totally different way, which is really good, because it's important to be held to task, called onto the carpet. It is really important to have someone like that when you're in the state of mind that I'm in right now. And I'm really looking forward to that. He has a great Irish sense of humor, which I really totally love. Not everybody does, but I have watched a 2-hour seminar of his that's free on YouTube, and I thought it was great. I think if you bring humor into things at the appropriate time, that it's just a stress reliever to have people laugh. Everybody should laugh, because you feel better when you laugh. It releases endorphins in your brain. He's really good at that. And I look forward to hearing some more of that in his seminars during the program. So again, this program is only 10 weeks. It's 70 days of a commitment, and it's a commitment to myself. And yes, I am on Slimming World. I will be tracking in my book. I will be tracking my sins, my A's, and my B. Nothing's really going to be changing, because when I am doing the Slimming World lifestyle, I am eating healthy. And he promotes eating healthy. He's not sitting, he says, yeah, you can have what you want to eat. But rest assured, if you're on 1,400 calories, those calories go real quick if you're eating junk. You're not going to have many calories to eat. So I'm assuming he's going to suggest that people start eating their meals. And he talks about all of this in the videos. From what I've noticed from watching people who've done the plan or on YouTube. So I see what they're eating, and basically it's lots of vegetables, it's lean proteins, some healthy fat, all the good stuff that we do when we're on Slimming World, basically. Not really much changing there. So Am I going to be meticulously weighing and measuring and everything? I already measure my oil. Anything that's thinnable, I measure. A's and B, I measure. So it's really not, when you create the plate the way Slimming World says, I do it half vegetables. They say a third. So for me, it's half vegetables, a quarter protein, and a quarter starch. They promote a third and a third and a third of each, but they're never going to tell you not to eat your speedy vegetables and your speedy fruits. So they're not saying just only eat a third of that. They're hoping that we will be eating more of the vegetables and the healthy fruits. So that's all good. That's going to be coinciding with what this gentleman is going to be telling people to do. I already know about the food part. I'm really not, I need this part, okay? So on that note, I'm talking way too long. As usual, if you're still with me in this video, thank you so much for staying with me. I hope that you'll continue to follow my journey along with me, and that you will potentially get the support from me that you might be looking for, because that's part of why I have a channel. I'm here to let you know that you are not alone. You are never alone. If you need more support, please join Slim on Facebook. Come on over there with us. We are a loving bunch of people who are there to support each other, whatever plan we're on. It's not just about Slimming World. It's about anything that you are on. And we just want to give you some love, because you need love. You really need that when you're going through this. Who can't use a little love, right? So, you know, now I'm going to tell you, please take good care of yourself. I'm looking forward to you sharing with me how you are doing in the comments, if not in the Slim group and in chat that we have once a week. I'm going to send you big hugs in case you need them, and to let you know that you're not alone, that I do care about you. I definitely care about you. And I thank you very much for watching. I'm going to hope that you all stay well, and that I will say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video. And P.S., this coming Saturday, we have a collab that is coming up with Slow Cooker Meals. So be on the lookout for that video. It will be, there are 5 of us, and we will be putting the videos up 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. I think it's 9 a.m. on Saturday, New York time. Okay? More details to come. I'll put a community post. In the meantime, more hugs, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.